So in this clip, I was getting a little mad. You see, I got a bunch of people together, and we would all go Shedletsky and 1x1 to grind for a hack lord. However, a lot of those people left, and I was basically the only one still there. And this, this filled me with hatred. So much hatred. And you know what hatred turns you into. There are 2 Shedletskys. We started off with 5. A bunch of people were like, yeah, let's grind for the skin. And then all of them leave. Eventually, we were down to only 3 left. And Matt didn't do anything wrong. He just got in my way. The sorcerer and the swordsman were next. First came the sorcerer, acting all high and mighty, slaughtered with ruthlessness and a little bit of carefulness. You don't want to get stunned again after all. And the swordsman, he fought so hard, but ultimately, it was useless. There was no one coming to save him. Defeated in combat, the traitors and the mirrors learned exactly what hatred feels like. So this is one of the many clips you can get with 1x1x1. This, in particular, was from a Hacklord grind gone south. And yeah, there are a lot of other things, and you don't even need to be angry while doing it. There's nothing more satisfying than entangling a guest and then hitting him with a max infection up close because he didn't realize he couldn't block it this time. Now, personally, I feel like I had extra reason to get mad. Barely any people play Shedletsky, and I had an entire group of people who were willing to grind and get killed just so we could all do this together, and then they all left or swapped off right before I could get my turn. Now, this was a different lobby, but essentially the same thing. We got 6 people to all be Shedletsky. And then everybody swapped off right before my turn. And I feel like this is actually a really good example to explain some strategies that you can use with 1x1. So right here is a really good example of how you can combo entanglement and mass infection together, and it's kind of crazy. Essentially, you can go and hit someone with entanglement, stunning them in place, and giving you just enough time to get a mass infection off, effectively neutralizing everything and dealing 43 damage plus poison. A better thing you can do is that if you're close enough to them and you hit entanglement, you can actually walk over to them and mass infection them up close, dealing bonus damage and giving you bonus XP and cash. Here's something called target priority. Essentially, this chance hasn't been hit at all today, as this guest has been hit a few times, plus he's an easier target since he's just sitting in the corner and gambling. So, I hit him, deal a lot of damage, walk over to him, finish the job, and I can go back to harassing the sentinels. So I effectively did the same thing I did every other time, except I just kind of messed up the timing. So we got away free, but I still dealt damage, I was able to close the gap, and he died. So I got a good position on the TAF, and then I used Unstable Eye, giving me wall hacks. I then used Entanglement, stunning him in place, and then I comboed that into a Mass Infection, dealing tons of damage, and also breaking his trip, so I can run through and kill him, putting me into LMS. Wait, why am I not in... Oh, yeah, target priority, totally. Effectively, if I was going to leave this Shedletsky for last man standing, I would want to make sure he's on low health, so I can finish off the fight relatively quickly. So I go and waste some time hunting down the Shedletsky to get a ton of damage, and then go and finish off the TAF with an entanglement. Bye, Shedletsky. God, I love playing 1x1. Also, after that section, I just want to say this before I get called out in the comments, if anybody actually does comment on this. I am now realizing that, yes, chance is non-binary, so I am very sorry to the 5 people who care. So, I really hoped you enjoyed this. Once again, this was meant for, audiences who are completely new to 1x1 and have little to no experience in Forsaken. So, yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and... Oh, right, there's that thing. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to get in the habit of asking for game suggestions or, topic suggestions, because I have a hard time coming up with ideas of my own. So if you guys could suggest any videos you want me to make, that would be incredibly nice.